Good afternoon, y'all, from a hot Delhi. It is like 90 degrees, and I just had a very arduous walk to get where I am now. It's the Red Fort here in Delhi. It's a pretty cool little place, judging by the pictures I've seen online, but I'm ready to get in there. It looks like a long line right over here in front of me, so I need to get my ticket. It's already about 2. I walked for like almost 45 minutes from the subway station to get here. Traffic was insane. Moving around the streets on foot was pretty tough, but yeah, ready to get the day started. Alright y'all, so I just got done with the Red Fort, and I've got to say, I'm going to get a little negative. That was the first time that I've been somewhere on this trip where I was just very underwhelmed. I mean, it's a World Heritage site, and the minute you walk in, there are all these like little shops selling everything from like remote control cars to magnets to fake gold jewelry. So that kind of just took me out of the element right from the beginning. And then you start walking around, and then I realized, like, let's say there are 10 buildings, 9 of them are under construction and you can't go in. They had this beautiful marble with all this beautiful inlays, and I saw them just slapping like some clay or plaster on them, so I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it just kind of begs the question, a couple questions for me. Like, if this is such an important World Heritage Site and such a big part of, you know, Indian history and everything, why did they let it just, you know, fall into disrepair in such a way where everything's under construction seemingly constantly? And the other thing is, like, how is it a UNESCO World Heritage Site when everything is in just massive disrepair and it's just not really in good condition? Yeah, and then there was like this military history portion, and they had stuff in there that was clearly from New Zealand and Australia, like these badges, and they were clearly like World War I, like military insignia, but they were saying they were from the 1740s, and they were like brass, and you could perfectly like read everything, and it's like something from the 1740s isn't going to last that long and look that good. So yeah, it's just really weird. Yeah, just really can't give that the endorsement. I kind of like time traveled in my head and imagined like what it was like when it was built, you know, centuries ago, and kind of how cool it must have really been with water flowing through there, the gardens, and, you know, all the marble and the inlays. But yeah, it's just really not that cool. So I would say, you know, save your 500 rupees, which is like $8, and go do something else. Yeah, it's just really underwhelmed, y'all. But I'm about to go hop back on the metro, and then I'm going to be going to a couple markets that are right kind of near where a metro station is, so I can walk there really easily. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a lot more fun, a lot more lively, and it'll put me in a better mood. So I've got the Dili Hot Market right behind me, and it's like 100 rupees to get in. There's supposed to be like stalls and everything. I imagine I'm gonna see like a lot of scarves and jewelry, but yeah, the sun's going down, so I want to get in there now.
मटर राइस
मैंने सही पूछा था। कल छुट्टी है।
All right, y'all, so another successful day in Delhi. It's my last full day in Delhi, and I'm kind of bummed, but you know, the adventure continues. I'm going to Agra tomorrow by train. That's like where the Taj Mahal is, and there's a bunch of other historical stuff like forts. Speaking of forts, yeah, the Red Fort. Yeah, that was kind of a bummer for me. I was expecting more of like a military type fort, you know, with defenses and offenses and all this other fun stuff, but yeah, it was kind of a letdown. But you know, the two markets were a lot of fun. The Delhi hot market, it costs 100 rupees to get in, and that's like a little bit more than $1. Yeah, that one's fun. It's a lot more artisans and like handmade stuff. And then the next one, that was a lot of fun. That was where everybody was getting all their stuff done. That one was called the Sarojini Nagar market. That was like I said, you know, it was like nail polish and jeans and shower curtains and underwear and shirts and saris and, you know, anything you can imagine you need for the home they had there. So yeah, that was a lot more chaotic, but you know, I definitely had fun walking around. Everybody was staring at me like, what's this guy doing here? Yeah, and it was a lot busier than the first market, the Delhi hot market. But yeah, I just caught the metro back home. It's about 8 o'clock here in Delhi. So as you guys know, daily vlogging, I got some work to do, so I got to get this edited, and then tomorrow start my train trip to Agra. So we'll see you guys in Agra.